Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is a video for my slow stitch collab. My next one is my sister, and I've been working on it, so I haven't showed you any of that process. It's a similar process to the other ones, except I did hers a little bit. Oops, I've lost all my buttons. Hers a little bit differently. I'll just show you close up. So I did this embroidery, but I did it at night time, so that's why I haven't shown any of the process, but the laying of the background is the same as the other ones. I don't know if you can see. Let me just see if I tap it. Okay, so I did little row of flowers down there. I decided to leave that. There's a little fabric scrap there, and then I did a basket full of flowers there, and then that was just a scrappy piece that I really liked, and I stitched that on. I'm going to put a row of buttons up here. I think I've lost half of them. Sorry, that's upside down. I haven't placed them exactly as I'll put them, but whoops, they're escaping me. So there's going to be buttons there. I haven't decided whether to stitch there or not. I might or I might not. So that's that. Then that's finished. So I'll do that tonight. You don't need to see me do that. And then, oops, I was going to put this on. Just a minute. I need this, although it's not really the right colour. This is old too. My mother-in-law gave me one of her best friends when she went to see her. Oh, this is terrible to unwind. Well, what I'll do is I'll cut it and pull it out like that. So I'm going to make my sister a pouch like I did everybody else. So this is not this piece. I'm going to organize a bundle of little fabrics too. So this piece here it's a beautiful, I think it's linen. It's a designer's guild. It's a vintage, I think it's from the 80s or 90s. And it was a sample. I ripped it. And I had shown it to my sister, and she said to me, oh, that would be amazing embroidered and then framed. So I thought she might like to do it because it's really her colors. So I'm going to give her that. And with the other part of it, which I thought kind of went with her patch, I couldn't get that off. I know you meant to steam it or soak it, but I want to get it done. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to make her pouch from this. So all I do is I get my strip of fabric and I just fold it up about how high I want it, and then fold that down, and then I know that's my pouch, how it's going to be. And I thought, rather than do my usual way, because we've got the patterning on there already, I thought I'm going to put, I've got this bias here. It's very inexpensive bias that you can buy here. I'm going to just hand stitch that on. Across the front here, I think I'm going to do all blues. I think I love blue and pink. I'm going to put that one across there. So I'll just show you how I do it, and then I'll finish it off screen. And then I want to ship it all tomorrow, so I'm kind of in a rush. But I can, I'll show you one little bit, and then I'll show it all complete tomorrow. So, I mean, normally you would line that up with your edge, or bit in from your edge and pin it, and then machine stitch along there, and then fold it around. But I'm actually just going to get this, increase it, because I want to hand stitch it. And I was thinking I might use beige, but I don't think I will. I might use a colour. I think I'll use a colour. So that's nice and creased. I'm going to get this. So I need to do all my edges, but I wanted to get that off. So maybe I'll do, well, not, that one's going to go there. Anyway, I'm very disorganized, aren't I? I've done lots of videos today because I've got quite a few videos that I've had to pre-record. So if I put this here, that's going to go on there, and then it's going to fold over and stitch like so. So I can pin it. Now you could easily machine stitch it, but this collab I feel like is all about the hand stitching. So we're going to I'll be hand stitching it. All I'm going to do is running stitch around backwards and forwards, I think. I'm not sure. I'm going to pin it and then I'll decide. No, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I might stitch it on and then decide afterwards. So I do the work twice. I like doing the work twice. I just love these colours. Yeah, because the fabric is patterned, I didn't want to go too busy on it. So I've got the vase facing up the right way there. I need to get that paper off there. And that's, see, I like that. But I think I might get a green or a pink and whip stitch it. I might do that. Yeah. So I think I've just got this thread here right now, the plain one. So I'll just do that for the moment. Let me see here. It's pretty much the same. I think I can probably go right through and catch both of them. You see? Yep. And then I'll choose my colour and decide, and then do that. So I'm just going to whip across there like so. Securing it down before I decide what I want to do. So again, different to the other pouches I did. This one might be a little bit more simple really, because I'm just using the bias, but I like the colours, I do. I'm going through the paper now, so it's a little bit tough. I will try and get that paper off afterwards. So I just so happen to have these pieces of bias here. It's very inexpensive here. You can buy it at the haberdashery store. And some haberdasheries have a really good selection of them. And they're just quite handy to have to finish things off quickly. Yep, catching the other side, that's fine. So obviously this is not a bag that you would carry a lot of things around, but you could certainly put your sewing projects or a journal in them. I'm not going to line it or anything like that. I know my sister will like. She loves Designers Guild. Well, she did. I haven't heard. Well, I guess living in Italy, I don't hear very much about Designers Guild. I don't think I know any Italians that would know who or what Designers Guild is, but I know, certainly in Australia when I was living there, Trish Guild is very popular. I've got some of her books, and I know lots of you guys in the UK would know Designers Guild. And the fabric, well, they're not too bad. I was looking, but they're on the more expensive side. So I was very excited to find at the antique market actually these samples. Someone had, oh well, obviously someone had their fabrics here in Italy, because there were sample books, but probably more, I would say more in the bigger cities. We're not in a big city. So you have less of this sort of designer sort of stuff. So I'm going to trim that excess off. I'm just going to end this off here. That's going to be covered anyway. See how quick that was? Cut that off. Right, so that's going to be the front. Now along there, I think I'll put this stripy one. So lucky I've got 3 different types, huh? I'm going to put this stripy one there. Yep. So that will be next. I'll just cut it a bit longer than what I need. And then down the sides, so you've got two choices, or you can put this down the side like that and fold it over the two edges and stitch it down all at once, which is one option. The other option is to open this out and stitch it all the way down the sides and then whip stitch the two sides together. I think I'll do it the other way because it's a waste of bias to have it double. So what I'll do is I'll pin it closed like that, and then I'll put my bias down like that, like so, and that up this side here, I'll tuck that in there. That will be tucked in like that, and I'll tuck it in there. So you need to cut a little, maybe 1/2 centimetre, 1/4 of an inch longer than on each side than what you need, and then you can tuck it in and it finishes it off neatly. But I'll put that across there first, and I need to get rid of that paper there. So that's going to be her pouch. So actually it's a bit big. I'll be back tomorrow to show you the pouch, and I've got to get some extra fabrics pulled out. I think that's going to be pretty. Oops, upside down. Get some extra fabrics pulled out to add with this. Some of the ones maybe that I included in here. And oh, and a closure. To have a think about the closure. Might pull out some of these, and I don't know, maybe make, I don't know, see how much time I've got because I want to ship it tomorrow. So a lot of work to do. So anyway, I'm sorry that I haven't done it all on video, but I just can't do it all on video because I sit and do it at night. It comes to me at night when I'm more relaxed, if I'm not too tired. So yeah. I mean, here there's just satin stitch, French knots, colonial knots, little lazy daisy stitches, random long and short stitches, bit of back stitch. Not too many different types of stitches there, really. Very simple. It's just more figuring out your composition. So it's I just sort of made it up, drew my bigger flowers, and then just made up the rest, just filled it in. Yeah. And here, like for these, I just did 3 different colour blues, purpley blues. This was a variegated thread that had many colours in it. These are Appleton wools. There's a bit of that's a hand-dyed thread, so you get the change in colour. Just giving you an idea of the types of things. This is a hand-dyed silk. So you get little variations in colour. That's probably not being picked up by the camera at the moment. Yeah. Okay, so I will be back again soon. Bye. Hi guys, it's Rachel here. So last night I worked on Sarah's because I want to ship it out today. And so I just wanted to show you where I'm at. I added the buttons here, and then just a few little seed stitches around here just to fill it in. And I'm considering that, and I might go around here with just a dark blue just to define the little sort of vasey pot thing there. So then that's done. Now here I made the pouch like I mentioned I was going to do. I actually stitched it on with just the plain thread first because that way it wouldn't move about. And then I just did a little whip stitch, overcasting sort of stitch in different colors. So I just chose colors from here. So this has a green that you can't really see there. This one has a brighter pink and orange because there's orange in it. And then what I did here was I took a piece of seam binding, and oh, there's a piece of paper in there. I stitched through the paper. Didn't even see that. Oh well, just leave it. I went through I put the seam binding and I just lay some fabrics on top, pin them, and then I just did 5 rows of running stitch to catch it. And then I did the 2 extras on the side, don't really catch it, but I thought I liked 5. This is a fabric that I had painted. I saw a thing on, and that's been dyed by me as well. And then the rest are, yep, they're all vintage or antique fabrics there. So I thought that was a pretty closure. And that's inside. I got the paper off. It's a bit messy, but I got the paper off. I might put something there. I think I might put something there, something bright, I think. And now I thought I'd put these here. So I'm going to use this, and I'll do that with you guys. I'm going to use this lighter. It's a pale aqua. It's a very pale version of this fabric here. And I'm going to do rows of running stitch on that antique hemp. That's like my favorite hemp. I have a couple of tiny pieces left and that's it. But I did like the touch of that texture on the pouch. I felt like that little space there was empty. Can't thread it. Okay. I think these are very Sarah colours. She's also had said neon pink, but I don't think I have any neon pink. I might, but I don't know where I would put it. So I don't think I'll put it on there. I've got bright pinks, brightish pinks, but no neon pink. She said that wasn't absolutely essential, so hopefully she forgives me. And when you're stitching on a piece like this, you don't have to stay on the piece. You can go beyond. Sometimes I go beyond. And I don't do my rows of stitches even either, because I like that look. While I'm stitching here, I'm thinking a navy blue would have looked nice as well. Like that sort of blue that's in the seam binding, darker than this blue. Would have been nice stitching across there as well, because I love those colours with pink. This won't take long. And here, I want to catch that bit there, because it's a very fray hemp. It does fray a lot. I'll do a couple of stitches beyond here as well. And says if you wanted to, you could go ahead and it would be wonderful. I need to get this shipped to you, but what I'm thinking would be wonderful is some embroidery on that fabric. Would be gorgeous. To stay above my 13 mark on my mat, so I know that I'm on screen. I am going to stitch. I wouldn't normally sometimes, but I think I will stitch a little bit under the lace. I'll just take the lace off. I don't need that on there at the moment. And you will be able to see the stitching on the other side, but it's not, doesn't matter. A couple more rows and we're done. That's Lulish. I think she's got English. Are you doing English, Lou? Oh, she can't hear me. She's got headphones on. Oh, she doesn't sound happy. Huffing and puffing. I was hoping I would just make it with the one thread. And I should tell you what thread I'm using. I'm just using a DMC Perlé cotton. I think they're normally, the thickness is about number 8, I think is the thickness. So I don't need to go right across here because I'm going to have my lace there. I just made it. So it's not too messy. Right, and I've got this pinky red. You know me and my pinky red. I like pinky red. It's like a raspberry colour. That's it, raspberry. Again, I want to have a piece long enough that I can go right the way around my lace. Yes, I never ignore, you know, fabric samples. Fabric samples can be really, really good. That's it. So I'll put the pins in there. Everything's attaching to my jumper. Right. I'm just going to put a little stitch in each of these loops. It's pretty quick. And then here, I'm just going to catch it all the way down the side. And just little stitches. This is one of my favourite laces I bought in Florence, actually. Yes, I like this detail around it. I've seen lots of Korean, I think they're Korean embroiderers, when they put their lace on, they quite often do this with a contrasting colour, and I quite like the look of it. that one off now. And I can probably take that one off. I think that one, that little loopy's broken. Okay. Okay, I'll end that off, and I'll just snip those tails off. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's good. But I feel like I want to put something. No, that's funny there. Oh, here's my fabrics. I have a basket full of fabric here. Some of them are the ones that I used in Sarah's project. See, I have that little piece. No, that's boring. I feel like I'd like something blue. Yep, blue. And I'm going to use that same thread. Oh, no, I'm not. Now, just a minute. I don't want to come through to the other side. So I probably need, I could probably just capture those, a couple of those threads there. So let's just see what happens. I'm going to go over it like this. Here I'm fine because I've got lots of layers to go through. It's more where I've got the single layers that's going to be more of an issue for me. See, here I just slide my needle in between the layers without going through to the other side. I've put my finger there so I can feel it. This is very thick here. I love this raspberry colour. Okay. I feel like it just finishes it off a little bit more. And if you wanted to, you could put another patch over that and maybe just stitch it down with a plain thread, so you didn't have to worry about going through. Now let me see here. I'm going to have to capture a couple of threads, and hopefully I won't be able to see it on the other side. No. I won't pull too tight. You can hardly even see, you can't really even see it on the other side if you just capture a few of the little threads there. I feel like this just finishes it off. So of course I won't be publishing this video until Sarah has received it. And all the links to the ladies participating in our collaboration are in the description box below. Nearly there. And do 2 knots and we are done. Great. Job done. So that's on the inside. It's a bit wonky, but that's okay. Just call me Wonky Rachel. That's there, and you can hardly see the stitches around there. And then that will just wrap around like so. And then, I mean, you can tuck it in the back like that if you want to, or at the front. Depends how tight you pull it. And that is her pouch. Okay, so I'm just going to gather a few fabrics and things and package them up, and then that is heading off today to my sister. So thank you for watching, and I will be back again soon. Bye.